I'm Bill Cosby. I'm going to be doing the interview. Thank you for agreeing to it.
No problem.
So I want to ask you first off, how and what foods do you eat?
Well, we eat a variety of foods, but our most convenient food is tuna.
So when you're in a rush and you need some food on the go, that's what you go to?
Yep, we go straight to tuna.
Okay. How is purchasing it?
Purchasing is very easy, it's very convenient. All you do is you go to your local grocery store, pick it up, pay for it, get in the car, drive home, and you're done.
Okay.
Mom, can you make me my favorite tuna sandwich?
Yes, son. How did soccer practice go?
It went good. I scored 2 goals.
And you know what you get for scoring 2 goals?
What's that?
My young paprika gets a tuna sandwich.
Oh, thank you. Yes, just what I wanted.
God, getting an appointment is so tough.
Mr. Burns, can I have a moment of your time? I'm a reporter. You have 3 minutes. Talk fast.
Okay, just a few questions. How do you go about manufacturing your tuna?
We get our materials from a variety of companies. My employees down at the factories, they make sure they put the right amount of tuna in each of our packages, and then they send them out through truck.
Do you process your tuna correctly?
You know, okay, I gave you 2 minutes of my time. But you know what? You reporters always go on about this health regulations and if I process everything correctly, and you're making these mercury accusations about tuna having too much mercury. You know what? Get off my ass. My tuna is the best. Bumblebee tuna has good tuna. Okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I just ask one more question?
Go ahead.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on the packaging aspect of the tuna?
68.3% of our tuna is from aluminum and steel. The other 31.7 is paper, glass, and sometimes cardboard.
Okay, that's all we have for you today.
As always, it's always a pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna tell them what that hand's for.
Hey, he's stocking Bumblebee tuna. Hey, I'm a reporter. My name's Matt. It's going pretty good. Do you drive the trucks for these?
Oh, actually do. I service several areas around here.
Okay. What's the process? Does it go like straight from the factory to here? Or is there a meeting?
It actually gets manufactured and then it is shipped through trucks to major warehouses, and then through those warehouses they're also distribution centers, and they then send them all across the country and across the world, really.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, tuna's one of my favorite foods.
Alright, that's cool. Thanks, man.
Good
Nice
meeting
talking to you.
You too.
Hey, so it's a lovely day, and may I ask what are you doing?
I'm fishing for tuna.
Okay, and what exactly are your methods of fishing?
Well, right now I'm just fishing for fun, but usually I'm on a boat and we go out for days.
Can you describe those methods?
Well, there's signing, which you can use a net. It's a really efficient method. Or you can long line, which is where you send out a 130 kilometer line. It goes to about 150 meters deep, and you catch them that way. That's an efficient method, but it takes about 20 hours to set up the line and even longer to catch the fish, but you get a lot, so it's worth it. Or you can troll, and that's where you basically set out a bunch of live bait and the tuna attack it. It's called chumming, and
what do you
scoop
do?
'em up.
What do you do with the tuna after it's been caught?
Well, since we're on a boat and we can't go back we can't go back often, so we go out there for days and we store them in freezers, and when we get back we prepare them.
Who do you mainly ship to?
Bumblebee, mainly.
Are there any other buyers?
There are, but we're under a contract with Bumblebee, so we like to stick within there, and they put food on the table, so there's no point in going elsewhere because they buy everything we catch. So.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure interviewing you.
You too.
moment of your time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what is your job?
I'm actually a trash man. I'm head of waste management over at this building.
Okay, so for example, what happens to a can of tuna after the tuna's gone?
Well, that aluminum can, it should not be thrown away, first of all, and it should be recycled. And if you don't recycle it, you could even make it into a school project or a crafty item.
Okay, so what energy resources are produced making this can?
Alright, well, actually a lot of energy resources are put into making this can of tuna. First and foremost, just the shit going out there and catching it, then it being manufactured in a plant, and then after that it then gets distributed everywhere in the country, so a mass amount of energy resources are put into that can.
Okay, well it was very nice meeting you,
Yeah,
and
you as
thank you
well.
for your time.
Alright.